How would you define the word miracle? When we read the Torah every week, it seems as if there are many events that occur in the narrative of our people that seem to be miraculous. Something that is supernatural, something that is caused by God. Another such miracle occurs in this week's Torah reading, the portion Korach. Korach, a cousin of Moses, leads a rebellion with 250 followers against Moses' leadership. As a result of the deliberations and the process of this revolt, Korach and his followers are swallowed up by the earth and disappear off the face of the earth. That seems to be a miracle and a great way for God to show the entire people and affirm that Moses is God's chosen leader of the people of Israel. The rabbis, however, define miracle in a different way. The rabbis, 1800 years ago, in their interpretation of Judaism, and which is the interpretation that we follow today, the system that they created to understand the Torah, to understand how we are supposed to act every day with the mitzvot, also the ideology that goes with Judaism, all comes from the rabbis of 1800 years ago and in their books that they edited, the Mishnah and the Talmud. So according to the rabbis, a miracle is not a supernatural event. God decreed that the event will occur, but for the rabbis, the event cannot be supernatural. It cannot go against the laws of nature, but must come from nature itself. And so this is a fascinating idea. What is wrong with the idea that God can cause something to happen even against the laws of nature? But the rabbis understood and were walking a fine line between understanding the concept olam keminhago noheg, that the world goes according to its laws, and at the same time that God is all-powerful and all-knowing. And so for the rabbis, it was important to teach the lesson that the world was created by God, including the laws of nature themselves, and if anything seems to go against the laws of nature, like the earth opening up just like that, as we read in this week's portion, then it must have been built into the process of nature itself. And in fact, the rabbis say in Pirkei Avot, chapter 5, that there were 10 things created by God on the 6th day of creation, right before Shabbat, that were set on a timer to go off at a particular time. And the first thing on the list was the earth opening up to swallow Korach. So for the rabbis, a miracle happens within nature itself, but only comes out when the time is right and when people are ready to perceive it. In other words, miracle comes about when we can perceive them ourselves, and even more so when we can achieve our own potential to be miraculous. So nature is around us all the time, but we perceive its beauty only at certain times. Good things happen in the world by people all the time, but we perceive acts of kindness only at particular times when we are ready to perceive them and understand them and appreciate them. And so for the rabbis, the idea is that we are thankful, and we pray 3 times a day, that we are thankful for the miracles that we perceive every single day. It is up to us to be in the mindset, in the spiritual mindset, to be able to perceive miracles all the time. Let that be our prayer this week, that we learn from this portion of Korach that miracles happen all the time. We can perceive them if only we open our eyes. Shabbat Shalom.